Today we will discuss one topic from your macroeconomic theory. In your syllabus, it is mentioned in Unit 4, which and contains inflation, inflation and its social cost, and hyperinflation. Okay. So first, we should know what is inflation. So what is inflation? In general terms, inflation means a condition which produces a rising trend in the general price level in the economy. It is the constant rise in the general level of prices where a unit of money buys less than it did in previous periods. So, inflation indicates a decrease in the purchasing power of money of a country. So, this is the definition of inflation. Now, we will talk about characteristics of inflation. So, the first prime or main characteristics of inflation is the increase in general price level. But every increase in price level does not indicate inflation. Do always remember that every increase in price level does not indicate inflation. And number two characteristics is inflation is purely a monetary phenomenon because increase in money supply is the prime cause of inflation. And number third characteristics is absence of self-control system. And number fourth is inflation is a dynamic economic problem. Inflation is observed at different stages of economic development of an economy. And number five characteristics is true inflation takes place after the attainment of full employment in an economy. So therefore, inflation is a post-full employment phenomenon. And last one is inflation occurs either both of excess demand and increase in production cost or any one of these. So these six are the characteristics of inflation. Next, we'll talk about the causes of inflation. The causes of inflation are mainly divided into three categories. Okay. In A category, increase in demand for goods and services, and B, decrease in the supply of goods and services, and in number C, other factors. So we will discuss all the causes one by one. So let us discuss first the causes which again responsible for the increase in demand. There are mainly 10 causes. So number one cause is increase in money supply. So the increase in money supply creates excess demand for goods and services. An increase in money supply helps to increase personal income, and this creates excess effective demand for goods and services. So increase in money supply is one important causes which also increases the demand for commodity. And number two is increase in public expenditure. So an increase in public expenditure consequent upon the outbreak of war or development activities causes an increase in the demand for goods and services in the economy. Next, increase in private expenditure. So another cause is increase in private expenditure. So an increase in private expenditure, consumption expenditure is an important cause of the emergence of excess demand in the economy. So in a good business conditions, private entrepreneurs start investing more and more funds in new business enterprises. And this gives rise to an increase in demand for the factors of production and increases the factor prices. So this increase in factor prices again increases the expenditure on consumption goods. Ultimately, what happened? This helps to push up the demand for commodities as well as for other factors. Next cause is deficit financing. Do you know what is deficit financing? Deficit financing is when government spend more money than it receives as revenue. So it means generating funds to finance the deficit which results from excess of expenditure over revenue. So obviously increasing amount of this deficit financing by the government helps to increase the supply of money in the economy, and this increasing money supply helps in raising the individual income as well as the demand for commodities. Okay, and next cause is rapid growth of population. A rapidly growing population has increased the level of effective demand for goods and services in the country. We all know about this. So this trend to raise the prices and creates inflationary situation. Next, black money. So what is black money? Black money is fund earned on the black market on which income and other taxes have not been paid. So the increasing amount of black money is another important cause of inflation. Basically, the amount of black money is spent on where? On luxurious goods, and this increases the demand for goods. And next one is increase in export. So increase in foreign demand for the home products reduces the stock of commodities available for home consumption. So naturally what will happen? There will be shortage of commodities and prices are raised. And then reduction in taxation. So the reduction in taxation offered by the government result an increase in the purchasing power in the hands of public. Now obviously this generally increases the price level of commodities. And next important cause is repayment of internal public debt. So repayment of past public debt by the government increases the purchasing power of the public and demand for goods and services increases. So this obviously enhances the aggregate demand in the economy. Then another important cause is bank credit. So increasing amount of bank credit from commercial banks for unproductive activities also assists to create inflationary situation in an economy. Student, do you know what are the unproductive activities? For example, when you take loan for the purpose of marriage or to celebrate some ceremonies, so when you take loans for these purposes, these are known as unproductive activities. So unproductive activities also create inflationary situation in an economy. So these mainly 10 causes are mainly responsible which increases the demand in the economy, and again which occurs the inflationary situation in the economy. Next, number B, factors responsible for decrease in supply. Here we have mainly 4 factors which are responsible for decrease in supply in the economy. So number 1 factor is insufficient supplies of factors of production. The economy of a country may be confronted with a scarcity of factors such as skilled labor, then adequate technology, then raw materials, then capital equipments, labor strike, and lengthy gestation period of any project. Such types of obstacles creates shortage of commodities, which again creates inflation. And number 2, application of law of diminishing return in agricultural sector. In agricultural sector, supply commodities to consumer as well as for other industry as input. So, but sometimes unexpected climate conditions, applications of law of diminishing return to this sector, and frequent natural calamities reduces the stability of production. So this reducing supply of agricultural production creates inflationary situation. And another important cause which decreases the supply in the economy is hoarding by traders and consumers. So So there is a tendency on the part of traders to hold essential commodities for profit earning purposes at the time of shortages and rising prices. Even the consumers also hoard essential commodities to avoid payment of higher prices in future. So this type of artificial scarcity increases the price level for any product, which again influences to increase inflationary or to occur inflationary situation. And number 4 is lack of proper distribution system. So due to lack of proper distribution system of essential commodities, inflationary situations may occur. So these are the factors responsible for decrease in supply. Next, see other causes of inflation. So besides the imbalances of demand and supply, some other causes are also responsible for the occurrence of inflation. And number 1 is increase in wage rate and price of raw materials. So cost of production increases due to increased wage rate and price of raw materials. So increasing production cost helps to generate inflationary situation. And number 2, reduction of imports. So due to shortage of foreign exchange, government compels to reduce the import of essential commodities, and this again helps to increase the price level for these goods. And number 3 is amount of indirect taxes. Student, do you know what is indirect taxes? For example, sales tax is an example of indirect taxes. So at present what happened? At present time most of the government imposes taxes on essential commodities to collect revenue. So these indirect taxes include in the price of the commodities, and as a result price level increases. Price of any commodity increases. So because of the indirect taxes, inflation may take place in the economy. And next one is devaluation. So what is devaluation? Devaluation is the reduction in the official value of a currency in relation to other currencies. So obviously devaluation is another important cause of inflation. And last cause is inflation may also take place due to corrupted administrative system and emergency period. So student, today we have discussed about inflation.